We're filming? Dope. What's up, guys? It's been a couple weeks, but I am back. Couple weeks off, feeling refreshed, revitalized. To be honest with you, we were making videos, but by the time that Greg was able to edit them, and he's not slow, we were 27 news cycles behind. So we took a couple weeks off. Greg went off, was a production boss, touring the country. I found out that Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un were gonna have a sit down. I just kind of rolled around my apartment floor, phasing in and out of crying and laughing. And now we're here. If you remember, I posted my last video on March 2nd. 2 days before that video, Hope Hicks resigned. 3 weeks ago. Does Hope Hicks resigning not feel like it was at least 7 years ago? I mean, 3 weeks. And since then, Trump's chief financial advisor, Gary Cohn, split. He fired his Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson, just after starting those very delicate North Korean talks. He fired Andrew McCabe, the CIA director, to make him look really bad before the Russia investigation. HR McMaster, Jeff Sessions, Rod Rosenstein, Robert Mueller, they're stunned that they come into a job every single day because any one of them could be fired at any moment. It is no surprise that the President of the United States desperately wants to fire the special counsel, Robert Mueller, and crush the Russia investigation once and for all. I mean, he talks about it openly now. And I'm just gonna say it. At this point, screw it, I want him to. I want DJT to fire the bastard because I wanna see the shitstorm that happens that he just brings down upon himself. I mean, I want to see the protests in front of the White House and on the Capitol steps. I want to see the priceless look on Paul Ryan's face as he condemns his master. And I really want to see Robert Mueller's backup plan for when this happens, because he's got a kick-ass one. But, if you're not like me, you don't want to see the country kind of plummet itself into anarchy and rip itself apart. You can always do what I suggested before. Call your senators and suggest that they support legislation to protect the special counsel and to protect the Russia investigation. Senator Cory Booker has one, Senator Lindsey Graham has one. Let's make sure that Robert Mueller and the Russia investigation are able to see this through to the end because it could keep going. I mean, Russia keeps coming up everywhere, all the time. It even came up in this Cambridge Analytica thing. And you might be wondering, what is Cambridge Analytica and what does it have to do with anything? Well, I'll tell you. Cambridge Analytica is a conservative messaging firm. Essentially, they work with Republican candidates and conservative legislation to get the word out. They target would-be voters with skewed articles and headlines via social media platforms to get you to vote the way they want you to. And the reason they're in hot water is because they illegally obtained our Facebook data and used it to target specific people. And Facebook has known about this for a long time, and only until it became public knowledge did they condemn or make a public statement about any of it. I mean, the Facebook CEO and Mark Zuckerberg are just now talking about it in any sort of real way. They were gonna let it just slide under the rug until we found out about it. And they've been denying this whole time that they're even a media company. LeVar Ball has a show on Facebook. Nicole Byers has a show on Facebook. They've been a media company and they played an active part in the 2016 election. It is time that we get our American political machine involved in companies like this. Companies like Facebook, Twitter, Google, companies that actively contribute to spreading information and influencing our vote. Social media is how we communicate. And if anyone can just share anything and gather any data about us that they want, that's a problem. Trump has already hired Cambridge Analytica to be a part of his 2020 campaign. He's going to be employing these people that have skewed our data and used our data against us to get reelected. We need to get ahead of this. Call your senators and tell them that this matters to you, that you care about who Facebook is giving your data to. And maybe we can get ahead of this. Russia is going to be meddling and Cambridge Analytica is going to be meddling, but the least we can do is be aware of it and focus our attention on stopping it. And I'm sitting here talking about some messaging firm and a bunch of conservative assholes rather than talking about another school shooting that happened in Maryland that's left a girl in critical condition for the last 36 hours. That drives me crazy. So please, let's get rid of this bullcrap news so we can focus on the actual stuff that's going on in our country. Get out this weekend, support the students from Marjory Stoneman Douglas and the March for Our Lives, show the world that we care about the issues that matter, like gun reform in this country, and call your senators about crap that actually means something. See you next week. Check, check, 1, 2, 3, we're pissed. We're talking about Donald J. Trump, Robert Mueller, Cambridge Analytica. Yeah, no, we're talking for real though. Stream America, blah, blah, blah. Check 1, 2, 3, ABC. Great.